What's up, you guys? Welcome to another episode of Maverick Approach. I'm your host, Maverick, and of course, we got Devon True,
the outcome specialist,
with the coincidence specialist. So today we are deep diving into the Epstein files. We're gonna do this whole episode on Epstein files. There's a lot of shit to talk about.
Yeah, we set it on fire because the cameras went out. We did a whole episode and it didn't show anything. Like the sound didn't work. We literally did the whole episode, but we're about to do it again.
Yeah.
And
I think it was the powers that be, because sometimes that be happening with me, you, and BH. We be talking about some deep shit and sound and power be going out. I don't know. That's never happened.
That has never happened. And it said, the camera overheated. And it's like, how did the camera overheat? And it's like 40 degrees outside.
Yeah, I don't know.
We've filmed in here without the AC on before.
Yeah, so that's a little weird, but let's get into it. The Epstein files. So there's a lot of files leaked. A lot of stuff has been coming out. And then today, Trump signs the Transparency Act for the Epstein files. So we're getting the Epstein files officially.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So they say. Yeah. I mean, I think it's been sanitized. I think they did scrub some names. But some names we will see that we've been seeing are going to get hung out to dry. So who do you think we're going to see?
I think we're going to see Prince Andrew on there, of course. I think we're going to see a lot of the usual people we've been seeing. There has to be a sacrificial lamb because the people want blood.
Yeah.
Like we're all like foaming at the mouth. Like everybody's foaming at the mouth. And I think we want somebody. We want like it's a witch hunt right now. So they like, yo, I think they're in the back offices. Like it's like with like thousands of people outside the fucking White House, and they're like, fuck, like rock, paper, scissors. Who's gonna be the sacrificial lamb?
Somebody, yeah, because that's the thing. I feel like the people we've already been talking about and seeing, if you pay attention, they've already been ousted. They've already been, Prince Andrew. Look at him.
Yeah.
He lost his royal status and kicking him out and all.
So that's them already telling us, okay, we're going to give y'all him because we stripped his status. That's them admitting that, he's a sick bastard.
Yeah. Same thing with Larry Summers. Who is Larry Summers? He just came out and said, hey, I'm sorry to be in the Epstein files. Not only he was a former president at Harvard.
Harvard. Okay.
And we'll get into Harvard.
Yeah, let's do it.
But he was also a board member on OpenAI. Okay?
Okay.
And there's a whole rabbit hole with AI and Epstein and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
But the fact that he steps down now, and what's crazy is there's a video that shows him, there's a student in class at Harvard, because he still teaches at Harvard, shows him apologizing for being in the Epstein files.
Okay, so you're apologizing now, and you could have apologized years ago. Why are you just... You're not sorry. You're sorry you got caught. Continue.
Exactly.
Continue.
Exactly. So he steps down from OpenAI. He worked at Harvard and whatnot. So in the emails, the fact that not only Epstein was a part of Harvard and all this other stuff, he was linked to Larry Summers. The things that he did at Harvard linked to not only trafficking, but body parts and all this other stuff. Here's what happened. So Jeffrey Epstein had an office, a private office called Jeffrey's Office at Harvard. Now, he built that because he donated millions of dollars to Harvard.
I wonder why.
Right? Here's the thing. So there was a morgue manager at Harvard who just got locked up, or he pled guilty for selling body parts online from the morgue at Harvard. Now, there's major overlap because he did this over a couple decades, and who was there while he was doing that?
Big Ep.
Exactly, Epstein. So you don't think Epstein had a hand in that?
For sure. All the staff knows each other, right?
Of course.
They all know each other.
Of course. So the fact that this guy was selling body parts, brain, skin, all types of stuff, out of the morgue, and Jeffrey Epstein was there the whole time?
I hope y'all know that the whole Epstein thing isn't based on just sexual deviousness. It's deeper than that, and they're organ selling, and it even goes further than that.
Further than that,
it goes deeper than that.
The fact that he was into bioengineering and eugenics, because in the Epstein files and the Epstein emails, he was talking about making black people smarter.
Smarter.
Right?
Okay.
So here's the thing.
Weirdo.
He basically says in the emails, he says, hey, we can make black people smarter because their IQ has been lowered over time from slavery. And then you had the white people sitting around thinking all day. So that's what made them smarter. They were under pressure and yada, yada, yada. Saying black people's muscle twitch was faster and that's why we run and jump higher. But our IQs have been lowered because of slavery, because they didn't read, they didn't write, which has some truth because, yes, during that time, they kept the slaves dumb because if you're reading or got caught reading, they'll kill you.
Yeah, that was definitely, that was by design.
That was by design.
For sure.
But he was on some whole other shit trying to change humanity. He was even trying to spread his seed. They said that he was trying to impregnate dozens and dozens of women to spread his seed and, I don't know, repopulate the earth with his DNA. Some weird shit.
Yeah, it sounds like somebody else. I know. Who's that sound like?
Sounds like Elon.
Okay.
Elon got like 10, 12 kids.
Yeah.
And then what did Elon's dad say?
What did he say?
Elon's dad just said, if the white population is the minority, then America's in trouble. He wants more white people to say, hey, we're in trouble if we don't have more white people.
I honestly feel like that just coincides with the whole division tactic that everybody's kind of doing all at the same time. Because now, why would you say that? Like, that's just so off the wall and off cusp. And like, as like the country is like probably as most divided as it's ever been, it's kind of weird that you say that like now. And I feel like this. I feel like the country is, it was more divided than it's ever been, but the Great Awakening is kind of doing this. It's kind of bringing everybody together because now we're like, wait, they see us getting together and they see us like, wait, Republicans, Democrats, all you motherfuckers are on the list. All of you.
Yeah, it's all of them.
So we're all like, wait, y'all got us focused on gay, straight, black, white, this, that, religion. They're really perpetuating this Christian and Muslim thing too. Like, this shit is getting pushed. Like, they're trying to create that even more division.
Why do you think they just had the first Muslim mayor of New York?
Muslim. And this is supposed to be a Muslim, but he's for trans rights?
That's weird.
Where'd they do that?
Muslim?
Muslims don't support that. Let's be real.
He was a rapper. That's a lot of, Mondani was a rapper and he was trying to have a rap career and all this other shit. It's like, where'd you even come from?
Right.
The mayor?
Yes.
The mayor.
Look at his videos. He has videos where he's rapping.
Recently.
Like
within like what? I want to say like 5 years.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, he's mayor.
Yeah. Trash rapper too.
Yeah. Trash.
Wow.
Glad trash.
But that's the thing. Like, you're the first Muslim mayor in New York, and Trump is from New York just to piss him off. And they're creating this, like you said, division tactic.
Yeah.
Because he's definitely placed, for sure.
For sure. 100% placed. Yeah.
So the fact that they're doing that, they're saying all these different things. Now they're releasing the files. It's all very interesting timing.
Yeah.
And it's a very, some people are saying, oh, it's a distraction because we already know who's on the list. But the list is pretty interesting. Now, to get back to that, Hillary Clinton, she's in the files. Okay?
Tell me something I don't know.
Now, with Epstein, he was saying in the files that there's emails saying that Hillary was sleeping with one of her staff members when they were in the White House.
Breaking that back.
So Okay, who is it? So there's a guy by the name of Vince Foster. So who's that? Vince Foster is the childhood friend of Bill Clinton.
Okay. Oh, he was his childhood friend.
Childhood friend.
Interesting.
So they knew each other, right? They lived in the same city and knew each other's families, everything, right? So fast forward, he gets in the White House with the Clintons. Now, they said Epstein said Hillary was sleeping with Vince Foster. But not too long after, 1993, he kills himself. So all these people around Hillary and Bill just happen to just off themselves conveniently. Chefs and staff members, and that's pretty odd.
Everybody?
So what did he know?
Shit.
A lot, obviously.
He knew a lot. He was behind that. He knew a lot.
Yeah. So if he was banging that back out,
yeah,
he knew a lot.
Blowing her back out.
Vince was going crazy.
That's some pussy you can get.
Yeah. I don't know who would do that. I mean, he knew a lot. So, but the fact that also he was part of Travelgate, and Travelgate was essentially during the Clinton administration, they were firing people under the impression that these people were doing a lot of nefarious things and spending frivolously with the budgets. And then they found out later they were just firing people just to get them, their friends and donors, into their administration. Vince Foster happened to be one of those people. So then he got a lot of scrutiny for it. They say he had depression, and that's why he offed himself. But if you had a history with Hillary, I think there's more to that.
Yeah, for sure.
But there's more in the files. Obama's in the files too. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So Obama's former White House staff member, she was part of the council, she was talking to Epstein. Kathy Rumler. She was talking to Epstein on emails in 2014. Okay? Obama's White House council staff member. Okay?
Okay.
She was talking to Epstein on email saying this. She said that, hey, like it was a bunch of weird, like very cryptic messages saying that she was going to be the emergency room's doctor, and there's gunshots and all this weird shit. But then at the end of the email, she says, yeah, the cook, he can wait.
Wait for what?
Don't know. Could it be that Obama's chef, who died a few years ago, that's who they're talking about? The cook, he can wait.
Now, that cook was, how long was he his cook for? Do you know?
The entire time. He was the entire time of the Obama administration, he was the cook.
Wow. So they're saying that the cook can wait.
Yeah.
What's the context in that?
She's talking about gunshots and all this stuff, and like, what? Talking about emergency rooms and what?
Cryptic.
Yeah. And she's saying that cook can wait. Now, some people were saying maybe a little bit too long because that was in 2014. Chef dies in 2023. There's another chef, though. Could it be that she's talking about Hillary Clinton's chef?
I mean, it's more than one chef that, quote unquote, unalived themselves.
Yeah, because their chef actually died a year after that email.
In 2015.
Yes. He drowned.
So they could have been talking about that chef.
That's what I'm saying. So that was a lot closer. And, the fact that he mysteriously drowns, just saying. So I don't know. So, I mean, she's talking about a cook and gunshots and this and that, and we have a couple chefs dead.
We got to just look at the facts. The facts are chefs is getting murked.
Yeah.
Like that's just what it is.
And the fact that, I mean, if you're a cook or trying to be a cook nowadays and you get a job or trying to get a job in government, in the White House, I wouldn't do it.
Nah, at all.
I mean, even Richard Branson, his chef just died
Wait, what?
on his island.
Wait, when was this?
This just happened a couple months ago. So Richard Branson had a chef on his island, and he's dead.
Why do y'all keep applying to be chefs? At this point, like,
Yeah,
I don't see the signs.
chefs for billionaires and government officials and White House. I'm cool. I'll never pick up a spoon or a fork
A
or
spatula.
nothing at all. So, but yeah, he mysteriously died because what happened with him, he was on those electric carts.
Like a golf cart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said he was on one of those and he lost control over it, tips over and dies. Like, what?
They're just like, yeah, all right, yeah.
And that's the thing. He has his own island. He runs the show. Everything he says goes.
Completely fixed.
Hey, that's the official report, right? Everybody agrees? Yeah? Okay. That's the report. I'm just saying. And that's the thing. All these guys have islands. Recognize pattern recognition. So Epstein had an island. Richard Branson has an island. Like, all these people have islands.
Shit, Diddy was on Star Island.
Well, he had his island too. They say his island was Love Island. So I don't know if he owned a half of it or a piece of it, but he was saying like, yeah, we got an island. I remember he said that right before he went to jail.
He did say that.
So yeah, Love Island. So, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
All these dudes had islands.
Yeah.
Gene Hackman, he had an island.
He had an island.
Okay. Gene Hackman, he mysteriously dies not too long ago. And then where did he die?
New Mexico?
In New Mexico.
What else is in New Mexico? Do you know?
Jeffrey Epstein's house.
Interesting.
Zorro Ranch. So Zorro Ranch is not too far from Gene Hackman's house, where he mysteriously dies and his wife dies.
And the dog dies.
The room that he was in, it didn't like correlate with where she was, and it was just weird.
The door was open.
The door was open.
Yeah. But they just somehow decided all this to die at the same time.
Well, here's the thing too. What's weird is that they said his wife died from hantavirus. You know what that is?
No, what was that?
So hantavirus is rat droppings, and it's like a rat dropping poison. So if you're exposed to it for a long time, it's hantavirus, and that's how you die, essentially.
Like, does it have to touch you, or doesn't?
It could be like in your vents or whatever the case may be. They're saying that's what she died from.
So are they saying that's what he died from too?
No.
But they lived in the same house?
Yes.
Fuck out of here.
So how did she die? And then they said that he had dementia and probably forgot that she was even around, or then he dies somehow. It's weird.
But then explain the dog.
Don't know.
Dog saw too much.
Yeah. Get the dog too, just in case he talks.
Like, that or the dog was attacking him or some shit, or they just the dog was like that protective.
Yeah. And I think another dog, they had a few dogs. One of them was in a cage or something.
Oh, one of them was in a cage.
Yeah, one of them was in a cage. The other one got loose or was loose.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Hitman just was like...
Yeah, murk the dog.
Yeah, get the dog because, he looks like he's going to be a problem.
Yeah. So, but that's what I'm saying. And it's very interesting that all these people just start getting knocked off. And even at Zorro Ranch, it's pretty interesting because Zorro Ranch was Epstein's house. They're saying that he did a lot of experimentation on people there.
At Zorro Ranch?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. Now, here's the thing. He was obviously at Harvard, but he was also very closely tied to MIT and very closely tied to Marvin Minsky.
Who's that?
Who was the godfather of AI.
Oh, there's always this. You notice this tie with AI,
right?
Like, and it's like what? OpenAI, ChatGPT. There's ties to.
Well, yeah, Larry Summers. He was on the board of OpenAI.
Yeah.
Now he steps down.
And there's this tie with. You have it's this tie with history, right? Like AI, like they're trying to change ChatGPT, or they did change it. Like you can't ask ChatGPT certain questions now.
Yeah, like legal, medical questions.
Yeah, like even some religious stuff, it won't even answer anymore.
Damn.
And I think that it's trying to rewrite history. You know, they're getting everybody accustomed to asking the genie. And this whole new generation, they really don't give a fuck about us because we're the ones that's like, wait, hold on, we're calling out all the bullshit.
Right.
Gen Z, they're not even thinking about all this shit, really.
Right.
They just like, I'm gonna use AI, ask AI, whatever the fuck. They're getting them accustomed to it. Even the generation Alpha, they're getting them accustomed
the one
to it.
after.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and they're trying to basically that's their easiest way of rewriting history.
Yeah, because that's the first place you go. Oh, let me ask, Claude, ChatGPT or Grok or any one of these.
Yeah.
So that's how the new generation fact checks, and let me ask it because it's the fastest, right? It's going to source all the other materials and articles and bring it back to you. But could it be compromised? Because look who's involved. Look at OpenAI. Look at Epstein. Look at all these people, the godfather of AI, who was very close to Epstein.
That's what I'm saying. And then, I mean, if you even go back to the textbooks, there's still an Epstein tie there. Ghislaine Maxwell's dad wrote the history books.
Robert Maxwell.
Literally. So it's like, okay, they're just like, all right, well, they don't trust the books anymore. So how can we get these motherfuckers? Like,
Right. It's a new method.
It's a new method. Like let's get them into let's get into AI, or let's rewrite this shit.
Yeah.
Do that. Let's update our methods.
Yeah. So start funding it and get behind it. And they're even saying that Epstein was tied to some MIT lab that had to do with Bitcoin developers back in 2015. They were saying that he was funding these developers to keep, the development of Bitcoin going. And people were like, oh, he created Bitcoin. I'm like, well, no. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
He used it as a vehicle. It's black market shit. People don't realize Bitcoin, crypto, all this shit was created on the black market first. People, that was their way of exchanging
Silk
funds.
Road.
Yeah,
Silk
Road.
So it's a method of exchange. And for him to fund it, he only wanted to do that to keep it going and make sure the technology was upgraded and always developed and ahead of it, because he wanted to use it for nefarious purposes. So obviously he had developers that he was paying.
Yeah, they had to move money.
He had to move money. Same thing like anything else. But, people were saying like, oh, he created Bitcoin. Like just because he hired some developers and gave them money anybody can develop on the blockchain ledger. That's the thing. Like you just have to submit it and, your code gets admitted into there, but
doesn't mean you created it.
Doesn't mean you created it. So, people are like, oh, once everybody finds out that Epstein, was involved in Bitcoin, it's going to zero. It's like, no, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Come on.
Because that was in the emails as well. A lot of things, but I think the things we need to pay attention to is who he's connected to. And like I said, with Marvin Minsky, start looking at, obviously Larry Summers, all these people, the whole network's starting to come down. Yeah. So now you're starting to see like who's who.
Yeah.
Right? And then you have, let's talk about what's her name who just got caught getting texts from Epstein. Stacey Plaskett was getting text messages in real time.
In real time.
During a congressional hearing.
Yeah.
So what happened with that is she was getting text messages from Epstein. Now, who is she? She's a representative for the Virgin Islands.
Isn't that the same lady that said on a news interview that Trump needed to be shot?
That's crazy, because I remember you told me that.
Yeah. Said she's the one. It went viral like 2 years ago in 2023. She's the one that said Trump needs to be shot. Oh, wait, no, I mean stopped.
Come on.
Same person that Epstein was texting.
And here's the thing. A lot of people don't make the correlation that, yes, Trump knew Epstein, and at what level, we don't know exactly, because if there was actually dirt on Trump, why does he need to influence a representative during a congressional hearing? Wouldn't he just drop whatever dirt he has on him? Because they were beefing. Early in the 90s, him and Epstein was tight. Okay? So yeah, Trump did some dirt for sure. But they fell out, and that's why they keep recycling those 3 or 4 pictures with him and Epstein, because those are old pictures. You can tell.
Yeah.
They're not showing anything later on.
Yeah.
So they had a lot of beef. So that's why Epstein was funding a lot of the Democrats.
Yeah.
If you look at all his donations, they're all to the Democratic Party.
Yeah.
So it's very top heavy with with the Democrats.
Why do you think Biden never did anything?
Biden had the files the whole time.
He didn't even, you notice Biden never said Epstein's name like once. Can you find a video of Biden talking about Epstein?
Never.
Just saying.
Never. So isn't that weird? That's not
Kamala,
weird.
we're gonna ignore the elephant. We're gonna ignore the fucking elephant in the room.
The elephant with wings in the room.
And at that time, that was like the height of Epstein when he became president during like COVID and all that shit.
Yeah.
Epstein was a big topic.
And you know what's funny too? This is how you know Epstein and Trump had beef. Because everybody had these files. Everybody knew what he was doing. He was moving around the entire time, years. Soon as Trump, the first time, gets in office, what happens?
Epstein goes to jail.
He goes to jail.
What does that tell you?
Then he dies. Then he dies. So what does that tell you? I'm just saying, you got to look at, the writings on the wall.
Yeah.
So they did have beef.
So Plaskett.
So here's where it gets more spooky.
Spooky.
She gets text messages from Epstein. That's 1. 2, there's another congressional hearing. I don't know what this is about, but there is a video with somebody behind her mouthing the same words at the same time as she's speaking.
I saw that. It's like some Marvel shit.
Yes, even when she's making mistakes, she's making the mistakes too.
And if you look at her eyes, she looks completely under like an influence of something else.
So I made the correlation. I'm like, if Epstein is in bioengineering and eugenics, all this weird stuff, you don't think he has some type of mind control mechanism, MK Ultra, something that you can control the body and the mind? Yeah. He's influencing her and texting her, obviously.
Plaskett did have ties to Bush too.
Break it down.
Just saying. She was appointed by Bush. She was appointed by Bush to serve as a counsel on the House committee. On the House committee, she was appointed by Bush.
There you go.
What the fuck? I mean, we know, everybody knows who his dad was.
Yeah, director of CIA.
Yeah.
So, and then all these,
and her dad was a cop. Plaskett's dad was a cop in New York, and she was assistant to the district attorney in New York, where she prosecuted thousands and hundreds of thousands of cases.
And where's Epstein from?
New York.
There you go. So she was definitely an asset. There's no question about it.
Yeah. Ties run deep.
Yeah.
Family ties too.
Yeah. So you don't think that Epstein was working with the CIA, and the CIA has a lot of projects like that, MK Ultra for one, to where they can control people's minds, and nobody has seen Winter Soldier.
I mean,
they always put it in the movies.
Yeah, it's always in the movies, and they never denied it. That's the thing. It's actually, you can actually just look it up.
You can just look it up now.
It's not even that denied. They're like, yeah, it's out. What y'all motherfuckers, y'all talking about? It's out.
Yeah, it's declassified documents. It explains all these things and how they do it and what the methods are.
And she switched from Republican to Democrat. I don't know if people know that. Plaskett.
That's a bigger red flag.
Huge red flag. Republican to Democrat.
Why?
Bush ties. I mean, shit, it's so much.
Yeah, the fact that this woman was getting text messages during a congressional hearing, that's the biggest red flag. And when they actually asked her about it, she was like, well, yeah, we got to move forward. I didn't know he was a trafficker at the time. And I'm like...
And she tried to make it seem like she was like playing double agent or some shit. Like,
yeah,
you gotta get close to the enemy. She was saying some shit like that. Like, bro.
But they were saying like, she was like, well, yeah, at the time, I didn't know. I was like, and the lady was like, yeah, but he already caught his first case already when you were texting him. This is way after.
Yeah, like you're still texting him?
Yeah, you already know who he is and what he's done already. He caught this case that he caught. It was the second case. And then the first one was way before in like 05, 06. So you knew who he was and what he was doing. Let's move forward.
She just didn't even have an excuse.
Let's move forward. It's crazy.
Let's move forward is nefarious work.
Yeah, like move forward is like what?
It's like, yo, you got caught.
Investigation.
Yeah.
Investigation. Like somebody investigate her now. I'm saying because
I don't even have words. Like what else? Like what else are we talking about?
And the fact that all these emails are coming out now, and people are patching up holes. Oh, I'm sorry, or let's move forward. All these people were hidden in plain sight the entire time. Shows you how corrupt this system is.
Completely.
The fact that now it took Trump, one of the most hated, probably the most hated president of all time.
Easily.
It took him to sign off on these files. Nobody sees something wrong with that because we had Biden and Obama. If they were so righteous, where was the files? Oh, yeah, you guys were in them. Okay, just saying.
Yeah.
Because even Trump, the fact that he's in them on some level, and he's still signing off. Now, people are saying, are the files sanitized?
Possibly. We keeping it all the way real.
Yeah.
On a Maverick approach. Like,
I'm just saying.
we keeping it real. Like, you know.
But he still did it.
He still did it regardless.
He still did it. And I think that they were latching on to that hoax thing. And I wish he worded that better to saying like, oh, it was a hoax. It's like, well, you can't say it was a hoax because you said we're getting the files when I get in office. Then it was a hoax. Now you sign off. But he was saying that the Democrats were saying, oh, I'm in the files. So that part was a hoax. Which it wasn't because we all know that was your man's at one point.
Yeah.
Let's keep it a buck. So I'm just saying.
None of the victims actually said that Trump did anything to him. Like Trump's name was never like mentioned as like a culprit like Prince Andrew.
Well, what's funny is that Virginia Shoephrase, who was an Epstein victim, guess what? She's dead.
So she was a real victim. The ones that aren't here were the real victims. And she said he didn't do anything.
Well, she said that, but also it's very strange that she gets hit by a bus, survives, then later kills herself.
Crazy work.
How does that make sense?
Sick.
Right? So she says Trump wasn't in the files. I don't think she has anything to gain by lying.
If I'm playing devil's advocate, do you think she did that to protect herself? Because was he president when she said that?
I mean, she's been saying this for years. So for her to say, I mean, she never said Trump in the first place.
Yeah, she never said his name.
She never said that.
She never said his name. When did she surface, though? That's what I'm wondering. Because, like, if she surfaced, like...
she surfaced a while back, but I'm saying when she resurfaced was this whole thing where she was saying, yeah, Trump wasn't in the files and all this other stuff. She was naming Prince Andrew and Bill Clinton.
Right. That's why I'm just asking, like, was she saying that to say, was she in fear for her life because he's the president of the United States now?
Maybe, but I mean, she should already be in fear for her life because...
Right. I mean, you are already talking about powerful people anyway.
Right. And the fact that there's other Epstein victims who died.
Yeah, nobody said his name. That's just, nobody said his name.
There's 2 other Epstein victims who died in West Palm Beach, where Epstein was, and both died the same way in a bathtub. What are the chances?
What's the chances?
Those are the real victims.
That's the real victims, yo.
Because why are they getting off the same way around the same time?
Right.
So it's just odd. And then she just ends up killing herself.
Interesting.
Why would she do this whole fight only to off herself after getting hit by a bus?
At that point, it's like, why would you do that? That doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense.
But now we're getting disclosure, and all these emails are coming out, and a lot of people are starting to, hightail it out of here. I mean, Look at Ellen. As soon as Trump became president, she was out of here.
She got the fuck on.
She was like, I'm going to UK. This is
Just cut the lights off.
Yeah.
Turn that
Turn
light
the cameras off, everything. Like
cameras off.
lights.
Water boy, get the fuck out of here. Even what's it called? Ellen's co-host died. What's his name? Twitch?
Yeah.
What's his name? Twitch?
Yes.
Yeah, even he died. He died mysteriously.
That was weird.
That was odd.
He had a whole family.
Yeah.
Goes to a motel and it offs himself.
And the way his wife acted after was kind of odd too. It was like some Erica Kirk type of vibe.
Yes.
She was like, yeah, she kind of was like talking like against him after the fact.
Well, she said that the family couldn't view his body. So she was blocking the family from viewing him, which was weird.
Yeah.
Very strange, very Erica Kirkish.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's the thing. Like, I know a lot of people are on the fence with Erica Kirk, and maybe she is, maybe she is. She's grieving. I haven't seen her actually grieve too much.
Right.
So
I'm still weirded out about the coffin thing. Charlie Kirk in the coffin. Like, nobody thought that was weird. Like, like the next day.
The next day he's in a coffin?
He's in a coffin. And you're posting pictures like.
The next day? Like the next day or two?
Man, that shit is devious, man.
No ballistics report.
Yeah, that's like, y'all got to really think about that. Like, think about the process. Like, you're gonna, all right, look, hold the camera, take the picture.
That's creepy.
That shit is like,
yeah,
yo,
that's I don't know.
It's like, yo, what kind of person? Like,
what kind of person are you?
Who are you?
Yeah, because I don't know what wife can go through that and be like, yeah, get this shot right here.
You get that shot.
What?
And in the hand, it looked plastic.
It looked like a dummy.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that's about. So
it's weird, man.
Some people think he's not dead. Some people, I don't know.
It's whatever it is. It's
I don't see what he has to gain by faking his death.
Yeah, I've been trying to understand that theory. Like, why would he fake his death unless they saying he was like a honeypot the whole time? Like he was in on it the whole time.
But
like,
I don't think so.
What's the point of that?
Yeah, I think they really smoked him, and I don't know about Erica Kirk. That's as far as I got because I looked in her background, her parents' background, whole thing. My video went crazy. Everybody been talking about it, so I don't know.
Yeah, my theory is this. I think Erica Kirk is going to be, they came to her and said, look, you're going to be vice president. She went to one of those Bilderberg meetings and was like, you're going to be vice president. I mean, not vice president, first lady.
Yeah.
You go ahead. We're going to get you a JD. We're going to split him and his wife are going to split. And when he runs in 2028, you're going to be the first lady. And she was like, shit, run it. She already had government ties.
But does she need to marry him in order to become vice president?
First lady.
Or first lady. Or no, I'm saying, or vice. He can pick her as the VP if he's running for president.
Well, there's that too.
That's what I'm saying. So like, could be that.
But I don't think she's vice president material.
Right. It could be, just first lady material.
I feel like she just wants to be a trophy anyway. She don't have that charisma, I don't feel like.
It could be.
Yeah.
And being that she was a pageant girl and Miss Arizona, makes sense.
Just saying.
She's more on that wave.
For sure.
And the fact that she knew Trump was very interesting too, way before, because in that pageant she was in, Trump owned it.
Right.
So a lot of ties. I'm
just saying.
But there's some very, very interesting stuff I found with Trump as well. So you remember the Baron Trump, time travel, all that Trump time travel stuff?
Yep.
Gets even deeper.
Spooky.
Okay. What I found is, you won't believe this. This shit about to be crazy. Okay, so
we didn't even get to this.
No, we didn't get to this.
We never got to it.
So here's the thing.
So here we go.
So there's a couple of shows that predicted Trump yet again.
Wait, what?
Yes. So one of them is called Erie, Indiana, 1992. It was like Goosebumps, right? It's like a kid show, but it was like spooky and just like Goosebumps, right?
Okay.
There's an episode where this guy comes to town, right, to save this store because the store was going out of business. He was trying to sell stuff. This PR guy comes to town and says, hey, I can sell all this stuff for you. You know, let's make a deal. And if I sell all this stuff, it's all mine and we'll make a cut and split it, whatever, right? Cool. I can get the town to buy into everything you're selling. Great. And he says, you know what? You know what my name is? Just call me the Donald. Now get this part.
Oh, man.
So he tells the whole town, hey, come to the store and start buying stuff. Now he's using some type of magic on the whole entire town to where everybody turns into zombies. Now the name of the episode is called Zombies in PJs. So everybody's a zombie going to the store, just buying stuff blindly, right? I'm like, damn, that's crazy. So then at the end, dude sells everything, right? So then he goes, okay, you know, I get to keep everything and all this stuff is mine. And, you know, I'm running the show now, right?
Yeah.
So he has hypnosis over everybody. So then the kids who was like, you know, the main stars of the show, they come up with a plan. So the IRS come in. And we all know that Donald Trump don't like IRS and taxes.
No.
He comes in. IRS man says, hey, whoever sold all this stuff, you're going through an audit. Right? And then the guy goes, oh man, I own all this stuff now. And he starts freaking out. And he says, oh, my boss is going to kill me. It's like, your boss? Who's your boss? Turns out, dude was working for the devil. And then he sinks into the ground back to hell.
No fucking way.
Then the kid takes off the mask. It's the kid who had a mask on playing as an IRS agent. So that was his whole plan he cooked up to get this guy out of here.
And that came out in
1992.
Fuck out of here.
Okay? Crazy.
What the fuck?
So could it be that everybody, all those zombies were MAGA because they're blindly following him into whatever he does, right?
Yeah.
That could be representative of MAGA.
Right.
And then he's a PR salesman. What is Trump? A PR salesman.
Charisma. Just
he can sell anything.
Walking PR.
Right. And it's pretty crazy that, you know, he sinks back down. Wow. Right?
It's the correlation is, come on. I mean, that's crazy.
It's very crazy. Now, here's another one. So there was a show back in 1958.
Oh, okay.
Way back. 1958. Called Trackdown. Okay? Now, the name of this episode was called End of the World. And a salesman, once again,
get the fuck out of here.
A salesman con man comes into town and says, hey, there's a disaster coming. The only way everybody can be safe if I build a wall for you guys.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yes. He said,
this is in 1958?
This is in 1958.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
And guess what? The dude's name is Walter Trump.
All right, I'm done. Fuck this show.
No bullshit.
How many Trump fucking shows and books and... Yo, he's a fucking time traveler. I don't care what anybody says.
No. So the dude's name is Walter Trump. He comes to town. He's a con man that comes into town and says, hey, I can save everybody from this natural disaster coming, but I got to build you a wall to save everybody. And then like a sheriff was like, yo, we should start questioning this guy. And, you know, we're thinking you lying. I don't know. Like, something's off. And they're trying to investigate.
What the fuck was the wall gonna do?
The wall was going to save everybody from this natural disaster. But think about it. Trump, what is he hell-bent on? The wall.
I got it, but how does the wall save you from a disaster?
That's the thing. He was like a con man salesman. So that's the whole thing. It's like, how are these stories always predicting? One is named the Donald.
The other one's named Trump.
The other name was Trump. It's crazy. I'm just saying.
It's always in the fucking movies, man.
I'm
tired of this shit.
In the movies.
Tired of it.
It's always in the movies. So how is it that Trump is always predicted throughout history?
You got Last President.
Yeah, Last President. He's predicted in there.
You got these two shows.
Yeah.
58, 19. What was the other one?
1992.
92. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Crazy, man. So
It's nuts.
I don't know. I have no
Fucking
idea what's
insane.
going on. That shit was wild. When I found that, I'm like, okay. They're telling us. And the fact that they were both like salesmen too. Both salesmen? That's crazy.
I don't know. Just like, what are the chances?
What are the chances?
I don't know.
I'm just saying.
It's insane.
Yeah. So anyways, we'll go ahead and wrap it up. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys go to maverickapproach.com. Also go to school.com, break the matrix, where I teach you AI, crypto, real estate hacks, sovereignty, everything you need to know. And of course, make sure you guys follow Devon True.
The outcome specialist.
Yes, at Devon True on Instagram and YouTube as well.
Yeah, the Devon True on YouTube. Yeah, we're gonna be posting a lot of y'all just wait and see.
Yeah.
Y'all wait and see.
Yeah, we got some stuff cooking up. So make sure you guys question everything because nothing is what it seems. Peace.
Yes, sir.